So there's a content creator who's gone viral and made plenty money here on YouTube. Outsiders looking in assume that she did that overnight, and that if she can do it, they can do it as well. When in fact, she has been creating content for nearly 4 years or maybe even longer. And within the last few months of those years, her videos finally picked up on the YouTube algorithm. I'm pretty sure that's her energy, because it ain't easy to get picked up on the YouTube algorithm. Zodiac is who I'm talking about if you're not aware. And if you have never heard of her, you're probably living up on a rock somewhere, because baby, she was trending everywhere. Now I'm gonna be honest, I haven't watched a whole lot of her content, but because she went viral, of course, she has graced my homepage a time of 3, which is the goal, might I add, being a content creator on YouTube, because this exposes you to more eyes. And I had the pleasure of checking out one of her videos. Of course, when it comes to YouTube, all you have to do is watch one video before they feed you millions of videos from that particular content creator and every other video that's made about her. I personally feel like her content came in the clutch at the right time. And timing matters on YouTube, by the way, if you were not aware. I say that because as the new year approached, there was so many people eager to get into their content creation bag. And if the motivation was her and her alone, I'm gonna be honest, that may not necessarily be your journey, boo. As a content creator, a consistent content creator, I can tell y'all that it takes more than just posting a video, because if that was the case, honey, all of us would be rich. What I can tell you that it takes is time, patience, persistence, commitment, trial, error. The list goes on. It's not as easy as it looks. Because first you have to gain the subscribers, honey. And I don't know why this is the case, but so many people are stingy with their subscriptions. You would think it wasn't free. And many people don't like to watch all the way to the end, which is how you make your money on YouTube. You need 1,000 subscribers and I think 4,000 watch hours, if I'm not mistaken, to become monetized. Monetized meaning bringing in the money. Because we live in a world where people love instant results, her videos work for her. And it appears to the eye, the outsiders looking in, that she instantly grew with little to no effort. And that topic is intriguing to many. From my observation, she doesn't edit. She don't make thumbnails, honey. She just record and post. And I ain't gonna lie, honey, I wish that was the story of my life. There's absolutely no way I can do that with the type of content I create here on my channel, which is fashion, hauls, and such. To keep y'all intrigued, I gotta add the effects. I gotta add the aesthetics. Everybody loves aesthetics these days, right? But that worked for her. She's very transparent. She's sharing how much she makes, all the details, all the tea, which is very intriguing. Y'all know y'all nosy. I remember the video I saw, she actually was sharing her struggles. I believe she was saying that, okay, hold on, because I'm not about to battle with the helicopter. That always happens when I'm trying to be out here in nature, child. I remember the video that I stumbled upon. She was sharing her struggles of everyday life. I believe she didn't have the money to pay her rent or some bills or something like that. And let's be honest here, that's the story many of us can relate to. We all are collectively in this day and age living paycheck to paycheck and on the struggle bus. Everyone loves transparency, authenticity, and relatable content. It works for her. I'm not saying that it can't work for you. I don't want you to say I'm hating or stepping on your shoes. I'm just saying, honestly, between me and you, that overnight YouTube success, it comes a dime a dozen. 1 in a million. As Ebony mentioned, if you think you Zodiac, you not. If you think you about to just come on YouTube and blow up like Zodiac, you not.
If you think you Zodiac, you're not. If you think you about to come on YouTube and just blow up like Zodiac, you're not.
I just love her transparency. Ebony is a fellow YouTuber as well, vlogger, and she actually inspired me to make this video. She said what she said, and I felt every bit of it. The odds are extremely slim to none. I'm just saying what most YouTubers won't say, especially the bigger ones. Now, the smaller ones, we collectively come on here and share the struggles of trying to get our feet in the algorithm. But a lot of the bigger YouTubers are not sharing this. because they're using it, in my opinion, as a tactic to come up off us. But that's another story for another day. I also want to mention that a lot of those OG YouTubers didn't have to go through a lot of the things that we have to go through as newer content creators. The oversaturation, the study of analytics, the tags and descriptions and all of this jazz. They just post it. They didn't have to worry about thumbnails, none of that. So it also came easier back then as well. Now I heard it through the grapevine that since the success of DoDash's channel, she's offered some type of book or class or some type of something to share ways on how to become successful as a content creator on YouTube. Now, I'm not knocking anybody's hustle, honey. Make your money. Don't let it make you. I haven't even honestly invested in the content. I have not seen it. I don't know what tea she's sharing. I'm not saying it can't work for you. But what I am saying, you can follow her manual step by step. But if it's not meant to be your story, it won't be. And then people get things misconstrued. I can honestly say that I'm people, or have been a part of the people, thinking she sold a dream, or these content creators sell dreams, or they misled you, or they lied to you when you don't see the fruits of your labor based off what they told you and whatever they're selling. When that's not the case, because her proof is in the pudding. She's only sharing what she's done and what worked for her. Again, that may not necessarily be your story. Right person, wrong plan. I have spent plenty of money, believe it or not, over my YouTube career on courses and ebooks from successful YouTubers. And while the information is valuable now, especially to those who are new and up and coming, it didn't help my story be identical to theirs, because that wasn't my plan. That wasn't my journey. For example, I actually took Ebony's one-on-one course. Truth be told, a lot of the information that she gave me throughout our session, I pretty much knew as a well-seasoned YouTuber. But I took the class because I wanted to look through the lenses of someone else. I saw her YouTube success, and I wanted to see exactly what she did to make it happen. Plus, she's like the homegirl, honey. She's very transparent, and I knew she wasn't gonna sugarcoat nothing. That's what I needed. She gave me a new point of view, though. And I feel like that advice was very much helpful. She told me things that I needed to hear, not what I wanted to hear. Such as, stop niching down, honey. Expand what you offer to the people. Post more. Post more. Post more. When editing, add some effects. Add some sounds, honey. People love the aesthetics. Pour into your analytics, honey. The thumbnails matter. The list goes on. The list goes on. You got to book with her to get more tea, child. But she's a vlogger, and that works for her. When I tried to duplicate that as recommended to me and create that type of content, it didn't really work for me. And that's fine, because that's not my story. That's hers. Do you understand what I'm saying? I hope you're following me. Many years ago, I actually invested in an ebook from Peach McIntyre. I know you've stumbled across some type of Peach content at least one point in your life, whether on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. I was really intrigued by her glow up and her viral content. But even after purchasing that e-guide and following some of the things that she mentioned, it didn't allow my story to be like hers. This is what I think. Since you asked, this is what I think. The topics of what Peach and DoDash are speaking about on YouTube is what brought these ladies success. And at the right time, because once again, timing is everything on YouTube. Peach blew up during the pandemic, making videos about Section 8, food stamps, WIC. People are intrigued. They want to know, how do you get it? How much do you get? How's she doing it with all them children? How's the quality of living, the homes offered on Section 8 or living in the projects? And if you know any knowledge on this particular topic, honey, I say post. Because this topic actually does pretty well on YouTube, surprisingly. It may not necessarily be your thing, but it's somebody's thing. Clearly. Because sis went viral with those videos. DoDash sharing how much she makes on YouTube. Everybody wants to know. They're so interested in starting a YouTube channel. How much could I possibly make? Sharing her struggles. Showing vulnerability. All of that worked because it's relatable. People love that. And unless you make the same type of content, share as much information as they are sharing, have the same type of camera present or whatever it is that attracted all these people to them, and even then, your content may not necessarily take off overnight. This YouTube thing is literally gambling. It's like a whole lottery, in my opinion. When you hear the story of people's journeys in these social media streets, the vast majority will say they was in this for quite some time. They put in the work for quite some time. I remember hearing once upon a time that the key to YouTube success is posting as many times, multiple times in one day. Hell, I can't even get a 2 to 3 videos out in a week. I can't even imagine posting daily, but it worked for both of these ladies. If you follow things that they did to get to where they are, they did that. I also heard a girl mention who took a class, an actual class with Peach. She recommends making content about her to help your video take off. When I thought about it, I'm like, well, you know, that makes a lot of sense. Not only will it potentially make her video go viral, it will also gain more exposure for Peach. It's like a win-win situation. The thing about going viral, especially making content like that, is how long will that last? How many videos do you feel like you can make about this person or about a topic? How long do you think people will stay intrigued before they get tired and then the YouTuber has to pivot to figure out what else can they do to get those views back up to where they once were? The worst thing you can do, in my opinion, as a content creator, is go viral for something that you don't typically create content on. Imagine you making a video, it goes viral, but that's not even the type of content your channel is all about or what you actually want to make your channel about. People will follow, yeah. You'll get the subscribers, you'll get the views for that video, but when they start seeing that your other videos are not bringing what that video gave, they're gonna go. People's attention span is short. I'll take me as an example. I went viral reviewing the Rose toy. Y'all remember the Rose? Honey, everybody should remember the Rose. It was something to talk about. Still to this day, I get thousands of views on that particular video. It's the highest viewed video on my channel. It contributed to the most amount of subscribers that I have here on my channel. Now, the personality you got in that video, honey, you gonna see up and down my channel. But that video went viral, in my opinion, because of timing. That was a popular toy. I was very transparent about the experience. Everybody was intrigued, but I got boxed in that industry for a while. And don't get me wrong, I made some really great money during that time. Gained lots and lots of subscribers, lots and lots of traffic, lots and lots of opportunities. But I'm sure when I pivoted, I lost a lot of those subscribers as well. I got boxed in that category for a moment. And I didn't want to do much of that anymore. I didn't want to do that to begin with. I just thought it was something fun to do. Truth be told, my homegirl was the one who put me onto that toy and then said, Kira, you should review it. I'm so grateful. But I didn't want this channel to be all about toys. That happened out of nowhere. It was least expected. I'm pretty sure those ladies can relate. So when that happened, I started posting more videos that was similar to that. That's what you do when a video goes viral on your channel. But the success dwindled after some time. The toy got old. More toys came out. So when you see thousands of subs on my channel and the views not necessarily matching, this is why. I had my seasons of viral videos and people joined for different reasons based on what content took off at the time. They all got the personality, but if they subscribe because of a toy and then I stopped doing toy reviews, then you get what I'm trying to say? I hope I'm making sense here. I'm saying all that to say there's money to be made, plenty of it, in these content creator streets. This video is only to inform you, not to discourage you. If you are an up and coming content creator, go in it because you love to do it. You have fun doing it. It doesn't feel like a job. It's something that you desire to do, and not just to make a quick buck. Because that may not necessarily be your case. What you see around you may not necessarily be your story. And when people go in it for the wrong reasons, they give up easily. They lose the drive. They lose the consistency. They lose the perseverance. Because they expected their story to be just like whoever it is that they look up to. Their favorite YouTuber, whoever they saw go viral last week. When you truly see how much effort and energy it takes in this field of work, if you're not really in it for the right reasons, you will give up and move on to the next get quick scheme, which I think at this point is digital marketing or something like that. You got to be set up a different type of way for this content creation life. Like, you're literally putting yourself out there for everyone to judge you, because you know everybody got something to say. A lot with my experience has been good, but there's been some bad as well, and that comes with the territory. So you have to have tough skin, you gotta be unbothered, honey. You gotta realize that a lot of these people are projecting. They could never, would never, so they big mad, honey. There's tons of reasons as to why people could be so cruel when it comes to this whole social media land. But you putting yourself out there is not for the weak, but it's possible. And I know you can do it. What I've learned to do is give it to God and go to sleep. And we all have heard that. And let me tell you exactly what I mean by that. I know I done held you long enough. Give me a few more minutes. I used to drive myself crazy when it came to the whole viewership. I know that I deserve so much more, and it would literally grind my gears when I didn't get the numbers I thought I deserved. But what I started doing was giving it to God and go to sleep. I put my all into the creation of the content. I put my all into my presence when I come on camera. I put my all into the editing. I put my all into doing the research as to when is the best time to upload my thumbnails. And then once I upload it to YouTube and I make it public, I give it to God and go to sleep. There's nothing else I can do. I did all that I could do. Do you understand me? But if you know you showed up as best as you could, and you know that them numbers ain't numbering, and they got nothing to do with you and what you did, your lack thereof, but you showed up each and every time as best as you could, that's all that matters. Give it to God and go to sleep. You have no more control once it's public. And I'm willing to bet when you let go and let God, you will see things flowing and happening. When you focus less on the numbers and focus more on, okay, let me, the works, because faith without works is dead. When you focus on the works, do your part and let it go. It may not happen overnight, but you will eventually start seeing the fruits of your labor. And that's just a testimonial, child. I hope this resonated with your soul. And if it didn't, child, let it go. Before you go, make sure you thumbs up this video. That lets YouTube know that this video needs to be in these YouTube screens for everybody to see. If you felt the good vibes, make sure you subscribe. It's always a good time here. Share this video with everybody you know, especially the ones who are looking to become content creators. If you made it to the end of this video, just drop this emoji, honey, because engagement helps your channel, by the way. It helps your videos. Girl, I want to thank you so very much for taking the time out to watch my video. Until next time, later.